We can talk normally in here. We're not, like, sleep in the crystal. Okay. So, the being... So, okay, so the being's actually me, but out of this crystal, it's the entity. I'm just an architect, okay? You can talk normally in here. It can't hear us in here. So, while I was reading the gibberish, it occurred to me that whoever this god is, or whatever this entity is, it's definitely not a god. But it's something definitely that has the power of one. Yeah, it definitely has the power of one. It's definitely stolen, most likely.
Okay.
And when that reactor activates, that thing will, like, know. It will know. It has more than one purpose. I don't know. Probably some smaller deity. Most likely, because the amethyst, like, it deflects the light, and it's like, it was probably most likely being a light. It's probably, like, something that has happened similar. It's probably most likely, I know there's glitched entities in the existence. I haven't ran into 343 yet. So, Dr. Enderman and his friend Herobrine, they constructed a device so long ago that it was, like, meant to be saving, like, the world's, like, people. And it might be an entity from that time, is what I'm guessing. What the device malfunctioned, and it, well, let's just say there was no worlds left. Because what was happening was, like, the old worlds that were, like, in the old, they would get updated. The worlds would essentially, like, reform. So the overworld would be wiped. The nether would be wiped, except for, like, few structures. Villagers would rebuild in random locations, weirdly, some of the time. Not even, like, fully understanding. Are you guys fully stand in here, Magma? There you go.
But, so completely out of roleplay.
Yes.
That's a perfect backstory for me. If your entity, or the entity, stole a power from a deity, and the weakness ends up being amethyst, my favorite color is purple, and I don't know my backstory.
Okay, let's go back and roleplay. Oh, god damn it, I gotta remember where I was.
Ben has zero care.
Yep, I guess so.
Do you hear the...
Yeah.
This is really pretty.
Yes. Okay, let's get back. Oh, well, there he goes. He still has the effects of the amethyst. He canonically has the effects of the amethyst currently. So it's ain't no information scaling. Okay, so the structure ended up kind of destroying worlds. And you would not believe the device, like, they built. Like, it was the size of entire Minecraft worlds. Nice.
That's a lot of blocks.
Do you know how big a Minecraft world is?
60 million blocks by 60 million blocks.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit bigger than that, but...
Bigger, septillions of blocks.
It's not quite septillion. It's right around million or billion.
No, it's around trillion. Quadrillions of blocks.
Yeah, Minecraft worlds can be very large, especially... So you know the border... Have you ever visited the border before? Do you know what it looks like?
Yeah, but are we talking...
Lore, we're doing lore still. We're doing lore still, so...
But, like, the actual border, or, like, are we thinking of the border as, like, the Farlands?
Farlands.
Like, those messed up. Okay, it's the Farlands looks pretty cool. But, yeah.
Have you ever seen the old Farlands before? The old border?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty messed up. It's corrupt.
I wouldn't say corrupt. More... reality is more warped there. Same with the normal borders. If you go out far enough, you will fall into oblivion, essentially. If you go further than that, you will see the blocks begin to dematerialize and rematerialize. There's some pretty gnarly stuff. So, Dr. Enderman and I, we built some few structures that allow to cross that before. And there's some few entities that I know the Nether Core's power. I've used it once before to seal an entity away once before that was causing trouble. I don't think he's causing trouble currently, if I remember correctly. He's a really chill.
I don't know.
Who knows?
That's for you to find out
That's
later.
for you to find out.
Also, a Minecraft world is 3,600,000,000,000 blocks.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So this entity is pretty chill. I went and you can actually I'm like the only one that will survive visiting him. But
Okay.
it's more like a stabilization more than sealant. Because it stabilizes the matter itself, and because Nightmare is made out of complete matter, Nightmare will go through evolution, obviously. Nightmare might be split. Or it might be made into new matter. Essentially, their race will change. It's
So we're talking
probably...
about pure form of matter, because matter is literally everything. This amethyst here is matter.
There are different forms. There's different forms of chaotic matter. Their chaos energy. The only way to completely destroy that dimension without destroying this entire world is through chaos energy means, and that energy is picky. If we do not get this reactor right, it will destroy this world. If magma if Nightmare dies, this world will get destroyed. However, if the reactor does blow, the world is not going to be completely dead. It will cause what is like a reset of fundamentals in the world.
Wait, this is just a build-up for 1.18.
Maybe. And when that thing activates, it will... Yeah, actually, you are actually really close. So, in the universe, you know how... Okay, so I can hop between dimensions, I can hop between different, like, Minecraft realms, and still retain my memory. Though this memory, I don't have access to my future memory. Which means that I'm in my past, but I'm also in my future, if that makes sense. So I don't have access to my future abilities, essentially. But I'm here, this is my past, but that's my future.
So
And another world's my future, and I have another reality in the past. It's very confusing. Chaos energy is a pain some of the time.
So is that why you can't, like, warp right now?
Not right
you don't
now.
remember your future, but you remember your past. So that means you can't warp and you can't have your powers.
Ever since Dr. Enderman died and Herobrine, I've been able to use... They've given me, like, their abilities. They've died. Everything in this universe reborns some way. Nothing truly dies. Once you're connected to chaos energy, you can truly never... Well, I guess you can truly die. You have to choose, essentially.
Okay.
And when you truly die, I don't know how best to explain this dimension. It's very pretty. I've been there once before. Visiting a friend.
Go to Minecraft, skins, or something.
Yep. Minecraft launcher, skins.
You might be able to find one. Yeah, if you go to namemc.com, you can click skins up in the top, and from there you can just find a skin you like, click on it, then you can download, and then you go to your Minecraft launcher, skins, and just select a file, and it should upload, and then you click it, and it equips. and then you reconnect, and you'll have your skin.
Yep, okay.
Back on topic.
Where was I?
With the world.
Oh yes. So chaotic energy is very chaotic. There's 3 forms currently. The neutral, I guess we could call it, normal chaos energy, which is current right now. Complete chaotic chaos energy, like on the other end of the spectrum, where it's like completely unstable, like super unstable. Like chaos energy normally is unstable anyway, which allows for complete randomness, which is kind of brilliant. It's also alive too, so I wouldn't like go completely in. I can probably get away with it because I know the entity, but chaos energy is alive, so I wouldn't go too hard on it if I were you. You don't want to piss it off. Well, don't want to piss her off.
Fair enough. Her, it's a her.
Yeah, her name's Chaos. There's also a dark matter entity too. Can you guess what that entity's name is?
Worst nightmare.
Dark matter.
Oh wow, who could have saw that coming?
Yeah. But, yeah. So, and then the unstable chaotic energy, which will probably happen when it comes out of the reactor, it will probably, like, obliterate everything. I'll get to the universe topic here, the universe reset here in a second. Then stabilize chaos energy. Essentially the same thing, but everything grows. Like, life just essentially takes over and destroys everything. Like, in both scenarios, in both of those scenarios, everything gets turned into a desert. Except for, like, the stable one gets turned into a black desert, which is even more dangerous. Yeah. Water, like, the first signs of it is immediately the water disappears. Like, the water slowly starts disappearing. That's, like, the first sign. But, I guess we're lucky in the sense that if it starts happening here, well, the sea can turn into lava and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll be pretty screwed. We can escape to a dimension, though, since it exists on a separate plane. Are you still there? It looks like you're staring off into space.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to contemplate everything.
I know it's a lot.
Man.
I know it's a lot.
We're talking about whole universes resetting here.
Okay, and then the universe reset. So you know, like, the grand scale. You know what the universe is, right? It's everything.
Yeah.
So let's take, what's this universe called again? Like, the system we're in? Huh?
Let's go with 21.
21, okay. So the 21's like well, I'm going to use this, the spiral galaxy.
Milky Way galaxy.
Okay, we'll just call it the spiral Milky Way galaxy, right? Chaos energy dictates that there are realms. Realms essentially are places of existence that could have their own gods, different rules, and different presets. However, they all must follow the universal rules. It must follow the it must follow the chaos energy rules. It must follow its own natural rules, and it must follow the universe's like general rules. There's like, I think there's only like few of like the universe beings like put. And like they don't really like do anything. Like, I think the last time they almost had to interfere with that one entity, but they essentially let others like fight. So yeah, they're both like pretty laid back. So we're probably never gonna see them actually. That's like, they don't like ever get out and do stuff. They only get out and because of the chaos energy. Oh wait, no, because of life and death, everything dies. So the universe goes black, then they bring it back. So the universe is infinite. And the reactor might catch their attention, But for what we're using it for, it's technically justified, and we're not using it like to destroy the entire universe, so they shouldn't interfere. Like, I mean, they could hear us talking right now. Like, it doesn't matter that this is amethyst. And they could also hear like hundreds and millions of other different species too, so there's probably a few species that are stupid enough to try to blow up the universe, but they usually end up fail because of the laws of chaos energy. Are you still processing? Did I go too fast?
No, you're good.
Okay. I don't want to break you. We don't want to break Grim. Or Magma.
Cannot compute.
Yeah, so there's many different kinds of life. What I did have found strange was there's no, like, the villagers are more like the mob based, so they're not have their own souls, essentially. Like, we can build in place. Those villagers are like the mob variants of it, like, essentially, like, we are like players. So there are like player-like variants of them, but they don't exist in this world. Which might be at fault of this entity.
Okay.
So this entity is, I think he's changing his skin. We're gonna ignore that. He's still there.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
Alright, back to top.
Okay.
Looks good.
Looks good.
Strip.
I just have a shield in my way.
I said strip. I'm just gonna hold it for you. Let's see that skin.
Ah, very nice.
Oh, it's friggin' what's his face from Genshin Impact.
Oh. Oh god.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what it
God.
is. I think I know what it is. I can't remember
Yeah.
the name.
The god.
Ice person?
No.
Oh.
Wait, actually, that's Down. The Lancer.
Oh. I don't know if I've ran into that guy yet.
S-I-A-O. It's not. No, it's not the ice character. He's a wish character.
Okay, I might not have ran
One
across
of the
him yet. I might not have ran across it yet in Genshin. But anyway, I will play Genshin with anyone. It is a fun game. But back to topic on hand. So yeah, do you have any other questions about like chaos energy or like other dimensions I've traveled to?
No, not really.
Okay. So, let's get back to talking about the reactor. We talked about some other dimensions.
Yeah.
So because of the addition of chaos energy, the energy sources are very much easier. Netherite is gonna be a huge thing. Because it's probably like, it's the rarest material, if I understand my calculations correct. I've been through like few like the old world, so is like netherite like the rarest like material here?
Yeah, it's the rarest. It's rarer than emeralds. Rarer
Okay.
than diamonds.
Then it might be what we need to do for the outer layers.
Hell nah. Hell no. Bye bye.
Bye
I will
bye.
stick with much more diamond blocks
Okay.
than a netherite. Do you realize how many months it could take 3 years to build an outline?
Okay. Well, we need to at least get a 3x3 for the installation part of the core.
Like a 3x3 cube, not a square.
Yep. 3x3 cube. With no inner part, because Nightmare has to be in the inside of it. We want to make sure that nothing can get in there. Or, actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, we could do like a player box. Like a
Wait,
small
so
player
like
box.
3 by 3 by 4?
No. We'll do a player box and then we'll. Yeah, we can do that. We'll do a player box, right? So it will be essentially if you dug yourself in a hole, a 2-block hole, and you covered it up.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's 1, 2.
oh, so like just barely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks.
Wait. So yeah, wait.
Unless we need to fill in the corners as well.
No, we do not need to fill in the quarters because we can actually use and we can put more energy. We can power more energy into the stabilization, which will give us a higher chance of success.
So it'd be just 8 blocks to cover up a player completely without filling in the corners.
Yeah, I haven't ran across that a Genshin character. Essentially, yeah. And then we are gonna need a like stupid amount of redstone.
That is 72 ingots.
Well,
You're saying we need 72 netherite ingots?
it's gonna take 2 months to at least build this thing.
No! 72!
I know it's like
Please!
it's
No,
like unless we can.
please
It depends on what materials we get. If we can get like a huge amount of diamonds and gold, we could use it and balance out the netherite.
It's easier just to get a bunch of iron to power a haste 2 beacon to mine out multiple chunks of land for diamonds than it is getting 72.
Well, keep in mind, we're going up against another entity that we don't
Yeah,
know
I
its
know.
power level. It could be
Yeah,
higher tier than a god. We need to use probably the strongest materials at some point. It's gonna take like 2 months to build this thing at least. Or a
keep in
month.
mind, we could be going from like 3 months of getting netherite ingots down to like 2 weeks of getting diamonds.
We need at least 2 blocks. We need at least 2 blocks. That is probably the lowest we can go.
We don't even have armor.
I know.
We
And
need
we have
enough
a
netherite
bloody
for
we have two actually we got 3 problems now that I think about it. We got a giant hole, we got a hole in the bedrock. We got a hole in the bedrock. We got some other godlike entity that's that's gonna be coming after us. And then we got, oh, I don't know, we got Nightmare's Dark Side, which might try to take over and destroy the reactor. I know. It's gonna be, I'm definitely gonna be, like, helping you guys out, like, get armor and stuff.
Mate, we don't even have gear, and there's already 3 things trying to kill us.